Okay. Oh my goodness. So sorry, guys. Um, sorry y'all. I hope I'm live. I am having to do this from my computer instead of my phone because I realized my iPad was dead and I didn't put the notes from my phone onto anything else because we live from our phones nowadays. And I was hoping to use my iPad as my notes. So before I go any further, sorry I'm late. Bear with me on the quality of the screen and my Wi-Fi. We have some storms coming in, and my computer is older. So, um, I'm gonna kind of be looking down at my phone for my notes and things like that. So just bear with me. If anything gets crazy, just drop it in the comments, and we'll make it work. So, hi. I am so excited to be here. Bella had asked me to come on a couple weeks ago to share about living through positivity and joy. I'm going to give it just a few minutes to really dig in. But first off, I wanted to introduce myself and also give Bella a huge thank you for inviting me to share with you guys. As you guys hop on, I want to know where you are watching from. So drop where you are, where you're from in the comments. And then if you're catching me on the replay, like I always like to say, comment hashtag replay in the comment section. Sorry, my computer's doing all kinds of crazy things. So, again, thanks, Bella. And again, if you guys have questions at all throughout this, just please drop them in the comments and I will be more than happy to answer them. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll try to keep you guys short and sweet and to the point. But, yay, Bella. Hi, sweetie. Hi, hi, hi. So a little bit about how Bella and I met before I jump into who I am. Bella was Tammy's guest on our Top 50 incentive to Monte Carlo, Monaco last summer. And I just fell in love with Bella. I absolutely adore her. She is such a bright light in such a crazy dark time. And Bella, you shine so bright, sweetheart, and keep shining bright. Um, Okay, so you guys are all pretty much from the same area. Cool, 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 cool. Bella and I really got to know one another on that trip, and I just adore her. And I am looking forward to seeing you in Hawaii next week. I can't wait to see your gorgeous face and your big smiles. So I'm really excited. But a little bit about me. My name is Courtney Blackburn, and I'm from Middle Tennessee, and I am married to my best friend. We've been married for 7 years as of last week and together for 13. And we have a beautiful little boy named Memphis who will be 2 in June. I am a Disney freak. Like, I love all things Disney. I love being outdoors and I love to travel. And my favorite food is tacos. So, if you want to have me over for taco night, I will gladly fly to Canada for taco night. Um, so in the comments, I want you guys to drop just a quick little comment about your family and who you are. I want to get to know you guys. So drop it in the comment section for me, and I'll try to not miss them. Looking over back at my notes and all that. Those are core facts for sure. I'm going to try to keep it a little bit improfessional, I guess. Like, you guys are more than happy to have a conversation with me as I go along. So again, I want you to share your family dynamic and who you are in the comments below. Maybe tell me a few of your favorite things and what you like to do and what your family is like. While you guys do that, I'll just jump right into my Cincy story. Side note, fun little fact, I get extreme anxiety when I share in front of people, whether it's virtual or in person, but I'm doing it scared, just like Bella talked about today. I thought that was perfect for her to post because it does. I don't know why. I'm a very outgoing, energetic, bubbly person, but talking to people, whether it's looking through me at a screen or in person, I get extremely anxious. So just bear with me. I did not know, Bella, that you had 4 siblings. That is so cool. I have one. Well, technically I have 3 if you count my stepsisters, because I love them just as much. So anyway, squirrel moment, my Cincy story. So I am a star director, like I said, out of Middle Tennessee, and I have been with Cincy for 7.5 years. I joined in 2000, or excuse me, no, 7.5 years. Oh my gosh, whoop, that's crazy to say. I am a star director out of Middle Tennessee. I already said that. Sorry. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I get anxious and I repeat myself. But I joined in 2017 to help pay for some wedding expenses. We were getting married later that year. And I quickly learned that I'm really good at this. And I love, love, love the people in this community. And there is something special about this community. So originally I joined for income, and still technically am here for income. I am a stay-at-home mom, full-time Cincy consultant, but I stay for the community. There is something special about the people in Cincy, whether they are home office staff or they're a consultant or they're family of consultants. I mean, there's something special. So anyways, joined in 17, went to my first in-person SFR in 2019 in Austin, Texas, and I'll backtrack a little bit. I earned level 2 of Sensational Start, earned my shooting star, and promoted to lead consultant in the first 70 days. I think I had a consultant, my best friend from college, join me. But so my best friend was in Cincy. She was a Cincy consultant, and I saw her on Facebook. Facebook Live had just really become a thing, and she was unboxing her diffuser, and it was the Enchant diffuser, and I'll never forget, I fell in love with it. And so it was about a month later, I called and I was like, hey, are you still doing this Cincy thing? I want to join. And she was like, well, actually, no, I already quit. But here is my sponsor's name, and I didn't know the girl, but I clicked the join link. I paid the $99 investment kit, and here I am 7.5 years later. Attended my first SFR in 2019, and at that point, I think I was star consultant. And I went with my director at the time, and then, of course, DPP, my superstar director, was there as well. And during director walk, I just looked over at them and I was like, I want this. I want to do that. I want to walk across the stage. And so by May of 2020, I promoted to director. Of course, COVID had shut everything down. And sorry, y'all, my hair is like in my face, on my nerves. But by 2020 of May, I promoted. And then, of course, COVID shut everything down. So it was virtual 2020 and 21. And then I finally got to do a walk in 22 or 23. Yeah, 23, because 2022, I had just had my son. Friday opening session of SFR, I had gave birth to my son, Memphis. And so we didn't go to SFR in Salt Lake. But in 2023, I was able to walk the stage like I wanted to, but as a star director. I promoted to star director in October of 22. So my Cincy journey has been really fun, really exciting. I have earned 3 incentive trips for 2 or more people. The Disney trip, the Monaco trip, and then the Hawaii trip. And then the spring incentives as well, I have all earned since 2019, or in any mini summer incentives that we do. My favorite trip thus far, though, honestly, has been the Disney incentive in 21. It's just my happy place. It brings me so much joy, and I used to work there, so I think that's why I've always been bubbly, but I think that company instilled something in me that I have to spread. And, oh, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. So anyways, I'm talking about living through positivity and joy tonight. And I want you guys to share in the comments what brings you joy or positive thoughts. What day-to-day task or activity or annual activity, what brings you joy? And the definition of positivity is the practice or of being or tendency to be positive or optimistic in attitude. So there's power in positive thinking, and there's power in shining your light outward to others. So I want you to drop in the comment section what brings you joy and positive thoughts. And I'll give you guys just a couple seconds because I would love to read some of them. And get a drink of my water. Ooh, voice always likes to go out when you're talking like this. But there is power in positive thinking, and there are techniques for fostering a positive mindset. Gratitude practice, affirmations, and visualization are 3 really big ones. So, oh, Tammy, my kids bring me joy. I love that. Memphis brings me a lot of joy as well. But gratitude practice, right? Like, be thankful in all that you do. Be thankful that you have a bed to get into every night. Be thankful that you have a bed to make every morning. I know as a mom, I forget the tasks that drive me crazy during the day, like being able to make my bed, being able to clean dishes, right? Like, some people don't even have that. They don't have a family to feed, and they may have been trying, or they may not be able to, or whatever the circumstance. But be grateful for everything that you do. Everything. Even the little things you hate. Like if it's doing laundry, be grateful that you have laundry to fold. Be grateful that you have clothes to put on your back, or clothes for your husband or your spouse or your wife or your sister or your children. Just be grateful in all that you do. Another one is affirmations. Tell yourself every single day how incredible you are, how much you love yourself. I did this exercise one time with an SSD. Her name is Shauna Davis. And chores are not a have to, they are a get to. Preach it, Sammy. But we did a exercise, and you wrote down the 3 people in your life that mean the most to you. And so, of course, I wrote down my son, my sister, and my husband. And then below that, we had to write 3 lies that we told ourselves. We weren't good enough. We weren't a good mom. We were too skinny. We were too short. Our hair was too light, too dark. Whatever it was, you're not a good leader. You're not a good business owner. The list went on. And then at the end, she asked us, all those lies that we told ourselves, what would we tell the 3 people that we loved the most? Y'all, it grabbed me and it brought me to tears, because I would never tell my sister some of the things that I tell myself every day. So after that, I really dug into self-affirmation and telling myself every day how incredible I am. Like, I am a bright light, and I need to remind myself of that every day. So, and then the third one is visualization. You know, visualizing yourself in that positive mindset, whether it's meditation, manifestation, prayer, quiet time, vision boards, dream boards. I'm huge into manifestation. Like, I do believe if I pray hard enough and I speak it into the universe loud enough, that it will happen. Good things do come. So I always remind myself to visualize a bright sunshine above me. Like, there are rays beaming out of each and every single one of us, and we just have to find them. So I want to know who has done a vision board or a dream board. And if you haven't, I want you to start working on that this week. If you have, in the comments section, I want you to drop some of the things that are on your vision board or your dream board for 2024. Some of mine are star director. The word star director, I want to be paid at title consistently. Another one was faith. Really growing in my faith individually and as a wife and a mother. And then I'm trying to think because it's in my office. And another one was maximize my tax refund. Y'all, I am the worst when it comes to tax season. I will let those receipts pile up over and over and over again every month, and then I have 12 months of taxes to do all in one day. No freaking joke. I am that person. I wait to do it, and it took me 8 hours this time. and I will never do it again. Tammy says that she hasn't made a vision board and she needs to. Yes, you do. Absolutely. We all need to visualize something. So moving on, we have to embrace challenges with a positive attitude. I mean, y'all, I don't know if it's the timing. I don't know if it's economy. I don't know if it's leadership. I don't know. And without getting into all that, we have to embrace these challenges with that positive attitude. So seeing setbacks as opportunities for growth is incredible. And I'm going to share a little story with that because you have to cultivate resilience through positivity, and you have to overcome negativity bias. But when I talk about setbacks and being opportunities for growth, and I'm going to try to get through this without crying. So I told y'all in 2020, I promoted to director. I was at an all-time high. Like, my life was going exactly how I wanted it to. And then in February of 21, my life had a huge curveball, and I lost my dad very unexpectedly. And then a year and a half later, I lost my mom very unexpectedly again. So dealing with that, I had to learn to be resilient, not only in my daily life, but in my business too. Like, they were literally my VIP customers. If I said, or if I went out there tomorrow and I said, I need 600 PRV to make this incentive trip happen, they were going to split it right down the middle to make sure that I didn't miss it. They were always supportive of me. And so I had to really remind myself of those positive mindsets and living with my bright light shining outward. And I had to be resilient. I had to bounce back. And I was able to grieve with my dad, but I wasn't able... What just happened? Sorry. My computer just popped something up. I have no idea what's going on. I was able to grieve with my dad, but grieving was different with my mom because I was a mother to a 3-month-old. I was a breastfeeding mom, and she was in the hospital for 2 weeks. And so, again, I had to find and cultivate this resilience through positivity, and I had to remind myself that I was where I was going to be. I was where God needed me to be. And dealing, even after that, I won't get too much into it, but dealing with PTSD after my son was born because I didn't have that mom and dad anymore to enjoy and share those memories of my son's first milestones. And that was a hard hit for me. But again, I had to remember that I had to bounce back. You have to always bounce back. You cannot allow yourself to sit in negativity. You can't allow yourself to be like foreshadowed by this dark cloud, because why? Why be miserable? Why tear yourself down every single day when you could be building somebody else up because of your bright light, right? So, Tammy, stop. You're gonna make me cry. But then I want to talk to you guys about overcoming the negativity bias, right? So we're in a direct sales company. We're in a multi-level marketing company, and people frown upon that. You know, it really gets under my skin when people are like, oh, no, Scentsy is bad. Oh, MLM. Like, no. Like, we have to shine that bright light. We have to show them how incredible Scentsy is, and we have to keep going. We have to keep going, right? We have to be strong in our core values with simplicity, generosity, and authenticity. But we have to be like, you know what? You have your opinions, and that's okay. I'm going to keep loving it. I'm going to keep sharing it because it's changed my life. It really has. I am a stay-at-home mother. I never thought that was possible. I've traveled to Europe, and I've traveled to other countries in the other states in this country that I never thought I'd get to go to. I'm going to Hawaii, all expenses paid. My husband and I both. Like, I'm going to be this positive beacon because it is positive in my life. It is a huge positive influence in my life. And so we have to just, turn from the naysayers, shine our light, and say, you know what? You can be that dark cloud today, but I'm going to be that bright sunshine just waiting to break through. Just right there, right? And in doing that, you've got to surround yourself with positivity. You have to build supportive relationships. You have to let go of toxic influences. You have to deal with the negativity and pessimism while handling setbacks and disappointments, maintaining positivity during challenging times, and finding a nurturing and positive community. So you've got to build, when we're talking about supportive relationships and positive people, you've got to build your house in positivity. Your four walls have to have so many plus signs on them that no one can ever take that away, right? And I think it was Wendy Heath Newgas. I love her to death. She is a huge, huge mentor of mine. She has a YouTube video about building those four walls in your foundation, building your team culture. And yo guys, it is so important to have a positive team culture. So important. I've been around for a little while now, and I have seen the bad and I've seen the good. And the positive and the good is so much sweeter. So you've got to learn letting go of toxic influences. You've got to bless and release. And that's in Cincy, and that's in everyday life. Guys, we are going to come across so many negative Nancys. It is just in the world we live in today for somebody to tear somebody else down. I'll backtrack. I was talking about people frown on MLMs. I told you guys I'm a huge Disney fan. Huge. Like, I even have a Disney half sleeve. It's all my favorite villains. But, you guys, like, I'm obsessed, right? So, I am in a lot of Disney Facebook groups. And I share a lot in those groups. And I shared the Smelloffense. I didn't share that I was a consultant. I didn't share anything for sale. I just simply said how excited I was for this new attraction in my favorite place on earth with my favorite company. And y'all, I will tell you right now, people tore me down. Well, I won't say they tore me down, but they tried. But every negative comment, I had a positive attitude and a positive response. And I probably pissed more people off just by commenting the way I did than the way I posted it. But it was within Facebook terms for that group, and some loved it and some hated it. And those that hated it, I just blessed and released. I told them to have a wonderful day. I hope their children enjoy it, and don't keep your children from this amazing attraction just because of your sour output or outlook on MLMs. Like, it was berserk. It was berserk. But you got to learn to bless and release. And then finding and nurturing a positive community. So you've got to build your house of positivity. So in our house, we strive every day to be positive. We try redirection a lot. We try not to get flustered with one another and take it out on one another. We try to come up with positive ways to share our emotions, and we're teaching our son the same thing. Tammy, stop. So you've got to build that positivity around you. You've got to be around positive people. You have to shine positivity from the inside out. Like Orville always talks about arrows out. It's the same concept. So you're giving, but then you've got to share the positivity in return, like at the same time, right? So finding joy in your everyday moments. Well, let me backtrack. So we're building a house of positivity, right? So there's love, there is empathy, there's all these different things that go in with finding joy. And you really have to like hone in on what makes you happy. Once you find out what makes you happy and you really cultivate and you sit in that and you like ground yourself, like, this brings me joy, keep doing it and share it. So that goes hand in hand with sharing this opportunity, right? Like, I'm going back and forth from life and business. But if this brings you so much joy that you have to share it, don't be afraid to share it. You guys, I can't tell you how many times people have said, I can't recruit. And I'm like, why not? Why not? You share what you love, right? So you love Scentsy, so share it. But anyways, um, so finding joy in everyday moments, appreciating the little things, and pursuing your passions and hobbies. So that's why I wanted to go back to sharing this opportunity. If this journey brings you happiness and you find joy in the things that you do in your Scentsy business, and you appreciate, like for me, I appreciate the way Scentsy recognizes us on all kinds of levels. But pursuing passions and hobbies is going to help you shine that positivity naturally. It's not going to be forced. When you wake up in the morning and you make your bed, and I want you guys to make your bed every day. Even if it's just throwing the blankets up and putting the pillows on, that is the one thing you can make sure that you do every day. If you don't get through all the other stuff, if you don't get through paperwork and essays, and I don't know where you guys come from, all walks of life. I don't know if there's students and full-time workers, CEOs in this group, but if you find the positivity in the little things, then it's going to be a ripple effect everywhere you go, in every part of your day. Like, make your bed in the morning. You know, it makes me feel so good to come home, not come home, but go in my bedroom at night and have a clean bed. Even if I didn't get diddly squat done the rest of the day because my son was on level 101 and I couldn't do the dishes and I couldn't clean the floors and I couldn't give the dogs a bath, whatever it is, I made my bed. So that was my one positive for the day. And I just take that positive and I just ripple it. Drop it in that water and the ripple effect just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. So, you guys are so sweet. Oh, New Zealand? That is so cool. I want to go to New Zealand. I think it was 2020? 21? There was an incentive and the top 50 could go to New Zealand. But I think there was a COVID restriction and you had to have your COVID vaccine, and at the time, I was like, nah. But that's awesome. Welcome, Karen. Before I get too off track because it's 8:30. Okay, so spreading positivity to others. So this one is huge because I feel like with Scentsy, we are encouraged and just, it is instilled in us to do this on a daily. Acts of kindness and just being compassionate and being a source of encouragement and inspiration. I can't tell you how many men and women in this business inspire me every day. Tammy and Bella are two that I could tell you inspire me every day. Seeing them in Monaco as that mother-daughter duo and hearing Bella's excitement to become a consultant in Monaco, because she wasn't 18 yet, and just hearing her like passion and like drive to do this, like that brought me joy for sure. So just again, creating that ripple effect of positivity in your community, right? Like you have to be that beacon. You have to be the light because somebody out there is going to need it. And whether you know that they're watching or not, they are watching. They are watching. Do you think people are going to want to join a team where he or she is always just down in their dumps? Like, oh, it's raining today. Oh, I hate my job. Or, you know, whatever. Like, no, we don't have time for that. We just don't have time. Like, if we want to spread this positivity, we have to start with ourselves. And I just remind myself that every single day. Like, there is somebody watching me. And I also have to remember that I'm also being watched by someone who's learning to be a human. I don't know if any of you have young kids or even adult kids. I mean, just someone is watching you and learning from you on how to be a decent human being. Why not be a positive human being, right? And just shine bright like a diamond, you know? So, but in in retrospect, there's an importance of positivity and joy in life. And when you really sit down and you evaluate, why are you, what is not bringing you that positivity? What is not bringing you joy? You cut those things out. You escalate the things that do bring you joy, and then you inspire others to embrace a positive outlook on life too at the same time. And encouragement to incorporate positivity into your daily living is super, super crucial. Wake up grateful. Make the little things are always something to be grateful for. Wake up that you can brush your teeth in the morning. Be grateful that you have a car to get yourself to and from work. Be grateful that you have a family that loves you. Be grateful for this Scentsy opportunity. Like, there are so many things. The list could go on. So before I close, I just want to leave you guys with this quote that I saw the other day. Your light is going to aggravate a lot of unhealed people, but glow anyway. So, Tammy, Bella, thank you guys so much. I hope I didn't ramble on crazy like a squirrel. I love both of you. Bella, thank you again for reaching out to me and inviting me to come on and share with your amazing team. I've really enjoyed it. So before I go, if you guys have any questions about anything, drop it in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer that. And I hope that I shined a little positivity into your lives today. So, and I'm going to close it out like I always do my lives. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Wake up tomorrow, a bright, new, sunshiny day, even when the rain comes. And I love you guys. Corny out. Bye.